This is LIV'N.
I don't know who's got less legs.
Thinking here, take some pointers off your dad.
Send help.
Oh no. Yes. Tide is coming up and hopefully we can pull these guys through and this family can get to camp. Let's go, let's go.
See, it's not all lies. I actually do know how to catch fish.
Hey guys, and welcome back to This Is LIV'N. This time we are back at Fraser Island for the second time this year, but this time we've actually brought our family along, so I'm really excited to see what we get up to. It's been a bit of a rough run up here.
Not the end of the world. We basically just had to double back about 5 or 6 hours on the way up here. Unfortunately, heaps of Western New South Wales and Southeast Queensland is flooding, so we're just trying to make the most of it.
Yep.
Long trip up here, but we're here now, so we're going to hook in while we can, and if we get bad weather, that's just camping, so hook in.
Exactly, so positive vibes. We're here now. We've got a couple of great places that we're going to be taking the fam, such as ELI CREEK, Lake Mackenzie, hopefully up to Sandy Cape as well, but you know, weather and the amount of water that's around, we're just going to see how we go. The inland tracks are meant to be very boggy, but we've got a couple of capable four-wheel drives with us, so let's just see what happens and get into it.
Hopefully we can get to the west coast as well.
Yep, yo, let's go.
Maybe things thousands of miles away from here.
So we spent the morning airing down and preparing our cars for the drive onto Inskip Point. I was so excited because I've been wanting to do a trip like this with my family for a while now, just to really get them out there and show them why we love doing what we do. Along for the ride we had my parents, Tom's parents, as well as some of Tom's siblings with their partners. For some of the members in our family, this was going to be their first time driving on the beach. I was excited to get into it and see what happens.
Fraser Island's just like a different kind of world, but I've got Dad here, first time on Fraser. Yeah! What do you reckon so far?
Well, so far is so good. We're not bogged yet. But it's going to come.
It's not. We've got positive vibes, we're going to be fine.
400 horsepower at the wheels. If you get bogged, everyone else is in big trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Dad's new Y62. He's just spent, what, the last couple of weeks building the thing up, like bull bar, airbags, rooftop, everything. Convinced him to go to the Legends of Solve off-road for most of the work, off-road animal bar. But this is going to be this car's first time off-road, so see how we go, eh?
Good way to break it in and salt water.
100%, best way to break it in. We're just on Fraser, just waiting for the rest of the crew to come across, so like Tom's parents, his two brothers, their partners, so.
And there's a bus stop.
And apparently Tom's already getting the fishing rod out because there's a bus stop. How's that for a welcome to Fraser? We've literally just rocked up onto the beach. We've already seen a dingo, and there's all these little dolphins just playing out the front here, hunting for some fish by the looks of it. That's bloody unreal. That's so cool.
Once the rest of the family made it over into the island and we're all officially there on Fraser, it was time to send it to ELI CREEK while the weather was good.
When your heart is racing at the speed of light, and you feel like you got nowhere else to go. No, I hold you till the sun comes in the morning light. Yeah, I'll keep you safe, I'll never let you go.
down Eli Creek. Beautiful little float, very relaxing, but we've come out to the... Oh, that looks very dark and stormy.
Looks a bit ominous, doesn't it?
Looks very ominous.
How you going, Jed? About to get sandbagged.
Mum's about to get banged. Starting. Oh, the rains are coming.
So back at Eli Creek, we took our opportunity while the sun was shining, had a bit of a float, had a tin, back to camp now to maybe try and cook some dinner in the rain.
Yes.
Hopefully it blows over and I can go out and catch us a big fish. I don't know who's got less face, me or you. Anyway,
good vibes.
I'm going to show the family how not to catch fish. Or how to not catch fish.
Oh, okay, coffee.
She'll be right.
She'll be right. Send it.
So we're off to our first campsite for the night on Fraser Island, which was Zone 4, right near Eli Creek. Tom and I stayed here last time and it's a great place to camp and is super central to all the sightseeing points.
We had a bust up. We were too busy watching where everyone else was going and weren't watching where we were going, and we may have hit just the tiniest washout, huge washout, and it looks like it's actually bent our bash plates. I'll show you. So like all that is filled up with sand on our bash plates and it's actually bent the shape of them. So that's a bit sad because they're like brand new from off-road bash plates, and yeah, just what do you do? Anyway.
So after that little hiccup, I think it was time to crack a beer. Everyone else was getting ready, setting up camp. For my parents, this was going to be their first night sleeping in a rooftop tent. I was really excited to see what they thought the next morning.
Good morning, guys. So absolute amazing sleep last night. Woke up to an amazing sunrise. Like that was just absolutely unreal. Like just waking up on island time. When the sun comes up, you wake up amazing. Anyway, we had a bit of a cruisy morning this morning, but today the sun is out. It is pumping. So we're going to be taking the family to Lake Mackenzie, which is probably one of my favorite places in Australia. Like it's just absolutely magical. Can't wait to get the floaties out, have a bit of a float with the family, chill out there for the day, and then the plan is that we're going to be heading to North Fraser, which I'm really excited about because I've actually never been up north. Last time Tom and I were here, we're only here for 2 days, so we kind of just hung around more central around Eli Creek and went over to the west side a bit. But now the sun's out, as we're on our way north, we might actually stop and see what else we can find, like the shipwreck. We might stop at Eli Creek again, as the weather wasn't amazing when we went there yesterday. But yeah, we're just kind of going to wing it, see what we can find and go on a bit of an adventure. But so far so good. All the cars have been doing great, so I'm really keen. I'm so keen to go for a swim. Like, it is hot. It is so hot today and I'm excited. So let's get into it, guys. The gypsy wagon has arrived.
Rainforest in here always blows me away, no matter how many times I've been to the island and seen the rainforest. But just the way that it changes from like gum trees to a massive big canopy of rainforest.
It's incredible, honestly. Like, it's just like Tom said, every time you come to Fraser, it has a way of like taking your breath away. It's absolutely just stunningly beautiful.
And the size of some of these trees is just nuts.
They'd be so
I've never seen trees this big anywhere.
We're really excited about it. Plus the weather has absolutely just turned it on for us today, so it is good vibes all around. I'm excited. Yeah, I
managed to get a couple of beach worms yesterday afternoon, so hopefully the swell's been absolutely nuts the last couple of days, pretty much pointless fishing. So hopefully that swell calms down a little bit and we can get a couple of beach worms in the water, hopefully catch some whiting or big mackerel, great white shark, something like that. Anything really would be sufficient. I'll be happy with a dart, to be honest.
A dart?
A dart. If I catch a dart, I'll probably be laughing.
Well, hopefully we can get something we can do a bit of a catch and cook with, but if not, we are going to be doing a pretty cool cooking segment later on in the episode, so stay tuned for that, guys. But Lake Mackenzie, here we come. What do you reckon, Dad?
Hello.
No, what do you reckon of Lake Mackenzie?
It's blue.
What do you think of Lake Mackenzie? Are you excited? We're so excited, aren't we? Yeah.
This is
showing the family Lake Mackenzie and the cutest little turtles in Lake Alum, it was time for us to start punching it north. And of course, you can't head north without checking out this very well-known shipwreck.
Here we are at the junk.
We're getting the long story.
Shipwreck of Fraser
It's called
Island.
the SS Mahino, and it's about as old as you, mate.
Yeah, well, it's a bit more rustier than me.
After waiting for the Fraser local traffic to subside, it was so beautiful to see the landscapes heading up north. Plus, after driving all the inland tracks today, I think everyone was really keen to get their foot into it and see what their cars could do.
So we've made it to our next campground, which is, like I said, up north just below Ngkala Rocks. It's called Zone 8. I think it's called MARLOO campground. So the best thing about this is that we've managed, because we're here for 6 nights, we've managed to do 2 nights on the east coast, 2 nights up north, and then 2 nights on the west coast. So you kind of get to see like the best of all the island, I guess. Like, you know, you get to spread out, go to all the different points on the island. Tell the beer's already kicking in, my lord, I can't speak. Yeah, you get to go to all of the different kind of landscapes that the island has to offer. This campsite in particular is absolutely beautiful. There's plenty of room for everyone. We're right on the beach. Plus the boys are very excited because there's apparently a really nice gutter just running off this beach here, which should hold some good fish, and the boys are dying to wet their line. So probably go for a bit of a fish this afternoon, set up camp and crack a couple of cold ones.
Taking advice on the butt. So I'm told pippies are a really good bait. So I actually found this little butter knife up under a tree up there. I'm going to try and break him open. Scrape it out of the shell there. There you go, good brim bait. Bit of luck, catch something.
Good luck. Good luck.
All the luck needed.
About time. Where you been, mate? All the fish have already been caught. Where did that go? You fully yeeted it. Oh, run, Dad, run! Harry has had a buster. How'd you go, Haz? Give up? I think this bloke's taking the piss. He actually hasn't got one. Oh, they've got each other. They've hooked up on each other. Really? Oh, what do we get, Johnny? Hey! That's it. Show him how it's done, Johnny. What do we get? Nice little dart. It's a fish! Just like, what is that? Thing in here, take some pointers off your dad.
So I've decided I'm going to start a fishing club. Call it the 007 Fishing Club.
Why 007?
0 fish, 0 bites, and 7 hours. Or alternatively, if you're lure fishing, 0 fish, 0 bites, and lost 7 lures.
It's a bit like that at the moment, eh?
We're going to stick to fixing trucks and farming sheep. I'm nearly over it. It's day 1. Anyway, I think we'll probably see you tomorrow. You have a serious problem. Your mum's named Sandra. She should have named you after herself. Sandy. Have a go at this. This is my side of the bed, right? next to no sand at all. Well, a little bit of sand you can see here. Live side. Honestly, you kill me.
We're beach camping.
Every bloody time. I'm gonna have to sleep fully clothed so I can't feel all the bloody sand. Not a bad spot for a camp up though.
So a dingo took Jacob's frying pan last night. Johnny's having a pee. He's not actually.
Guess what we just found? Oh yes! Clean too.
The dingo's cleaned it for you.
Oh my knife! The dingo! Do you think the dingo's going to use that frying pan again?
I think it's licked it clean for you. Goodness gracious. So it's next morning. The rest of the crew just want to have kind of like a crazy day at camp, but we're so close to Ngkala Rocks that Tom and I are going to go on a bit of an adventure. There has been a little bit of talk of it being impassable just due to all the recent storms and stuff, but ever since we came up here last time, and obviously Tom's driven it before and stuff, I really wanted to give it a crack. So we're going to go for a bit of a drive up, see what it looks like, and maybe, if we can, try and drive it. So I think Tom's a little bit nervous, but...
Send help.
It's fine, all the faith in the world. So yeah, I'm keen. I've never been up, like I said before, I've never been up this far north, so really keen to see what it looks like, see what all the fuss is about, and then we'll probably come back, hang out with the fam, maybe go to the champagne pools and see what else we can get up to. But let's go.
Yeah, if you know how to pronounce Ngkala Rocks properly, can you drop it in the comments? Liv, slow down. Fucking just trying to jump this thing. Oh god, my guts just went up through my mouth. Job's right, they say.
Job's right is what they say.
I'm going to see if I can pull one of these seatbelts out of the back and do like a cross racing harness. Actually, probably should put my seatbelt on.
Probably you should.
See you in 5. Oi.
Alright, so we've made it to Ngkala? I apologise if I'm pronouncing this wrong, just by the way, but we've made it up here. Tom's walked ahead because he's going to try and get a little bit of footage, and I'm going to drive it. This will be my first time driving Ngkala Rocks. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's going to be fun. It'll be so fun. It's a good reason why Tom had to get out of the car, because I don't think he'd cope in the passenger seat, to be completely honest. It's a bit squeezy, isn't she? Date through here? Lord, he's a bad boy. Tom's running. Go, baby, go!
Probably just cruise down this section.
Yep.
To the creek. I'll show you where that is.
Yep.
And then you want to climb up that left side of that where it's all dug out, all the wombat holes.
Stay left. So straddle the hole.
Don't lock the wheel left or right if you're going to give it jandle.
Okay.
If you feel the front wheels are starting to spin, just back off.
Back off, okay. Give it a little bit of jandle, he says. Alright, what are we going to do here, you reckon?
She made that look way too easy. The blinker's still on, that's very annoying. That was rude. It was like Navara. There was a Hilux as well, which did it pretty easy, but the other ones struggled.
Betty just ate that up.
I think it was the navvy job, but anyway.
It's a good navvy. That's it. Send it, bud. Send it. Send it. Oh, bugger. Oh, God. So we reached a really sandy spot. We've been stuck here for a hot minute because of Ford Range got bogged. No comment. But Tom reckons tune 2 and get the bread put down and then stop. See how we go. Yeah, mate, coming up now. Ooh, fuck. Jesus. Get hold of him. Holy mackerel. The adrenaline pump just there was just like, you! Ngkala Rocks picked off the list. Yes! Oh god, there was no stopping there. Absolutely no stopping. I bloody love this car. I bloody love this car. Nailed it!
You made that look too easy.
That is why you should get your car tuned. Because it was just like tuned to.
Bye.
Bye. Gone. Done. Ate it up for breakfast.
Alright, let's go and see what else we got up here, eh?
Right, we're going for a cruise.
You're a shit driver. You're falling for me again. Hello, baby. So, through Ngkala Rocks effortlessly.
Yes.
I may have lost my job as driver. As I was running through, trying to hitchhike me way back across, some bloke said to me, "Oh yeah, mate, if you want to get out of video, and you just have to be the best driver." I think I lost that claim. And yeah,
is that just a compliment from on my driving?
It's the closest thing you're gonna get. Maybe just park up for a bit. I'll go see if there's any fish over here. See, I'm a fisherman and everything.
He's so good at catching fish.
When I run from the pain, hide from the shame, I feel it in my body. When I just can't let go, tears start to flow, I feel it in my body. Girl, I feel this magic, and it's deep inside. I believe in magic. When I see your eyes, you know that it's magic. Feel it deep inside.
That was refreshing. Tom doesn't want to give up fishing just yet, so I've set up camp. Had a bit of a sunbake, gone for a swim and just chilled out like you're meant to do on holidays. But the tide is starting to come in, so we're gonna have to start heading back soon to get back through Ngkala Rocks. Should I let Tom drive this time, see if he does a better job than me? So I drove it fine. How are you gonna go with the big hill, bud?
I think after that comment I'm gonna get a big run-up.
You're gonna need all the run-up you can get.
Ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Bit wild, eh?
You're right. Oh no, buddy. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Frazzy's up to the dips.
Bugger.
Bit of a jump, but do you mind?
Yeah, copy.
Well, it doesn't look like he's moving too fast.
He's not going too far too quick, to be honest. We're just trying to get him back into the tracks and hoping he could get the momentum to get it moving.
I might be able to snatch him through.
With it getting pretty late on in the afternoon, there wasn't a whole lot of traffic coming through Ngkala Rocks, so we were this bloke's last hope. Not only was he completely bogged up to the chassis, his tyre had also come off the bead. It was all hands on deck. With high tide fast approaching, we knew our best bet was to swing Betty around and hopefully snatch this guy through to the end. We just hoped that Betty had enough ponies under her bonnet to pull this fully loaded Land Cruiser all the way through onto the hard sand at the end of the track.
Let's go. Come on, Betty, come on. That's it. Yes, come on, let's go. Let's go. Woo!
Lost the bead again. We just skull dragged it through Ngkala Rocks, and poor Betty used every single newton meter that I had. Anyway, that'll do us. Just a good thing that Mick had really good recovery gear.
Up the mighty D-Max.
As we headed back to camp, we couldn't wipe the smiles off our faces. We couldn't wait to tell the family about our little adventure today, and I hope old mate got there safe with his family.
Good morning, guys. So after yesterday's antics, today is the day that we pack up camp and we start heading back down south and then across to the west side of Fraser Island. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some good fishing in. If you haven't been over to the west side, usually it's pretty protected by the wind, so there's like no waves, very flat water. It's absolutely beautiful. So gonna start packing up, making our way down. Maybe see the champagne pools on the way, but
yeah, we're just kind of hoping that after all the floods and the rain that we've had in like southeast Queensland, that we don't have too much dirty water coming through the channel between the island and the mainland, because on the way over here there was quite a bit of shit in the water. So bit of luck, it's nice and clear, we can have a swim and hopefully catch a fish.
Anyway, guys, we'll bring you guys along, see what we get up to, and west side, we'll see you soon. Yo!
Hello everyone.
Fraser Island with both your parents and my parents.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's insane. Like most of you, or some of you may know, Tom and I have actually known each other since we were 12 years old. Obviously we haven't been together that entire time. We only have been together really in the last 2 years. Our dads have actually known each other since they were 11 years old. They met at a caravan park.
Yeah, they met at your minor caravan park when they were like 11 years old.
Yeah, they started going surfing together, and they've known each other like all their lives. Like, it's just insane to
like 45 years ago.
Literally 45 years ago, and now we're all here on a holiday together, and I'm sure that they never thought in a million years that their kids would be married and at this point, but it just blows my mind. If you guys do want to hear the story of like how Tom and I were kind of in and out of each other's lives all those years, because it's pretty insane how it happened. Like, when you look back on it, it's just like the weirdest stuff happened in order to kind of like bring us back together, as weird as.
It's just like just seemingly unnatural things that happened that were just, it just seems like we were sort of pushed together.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, but if you guys do want to hear that story, drop it in the comments, and we might do a video at the end of the year where we kind of like look back on everything that we've done and kind of talk about it a little bit more in a bit more detail, because like I think it'll blow your mind a little bit. But anyway, we're on our way over to the west side to Woralie Creek. We're about 5 k's from there.
Probably done, it's only 22 k's wide, the island, but we went down to
Happy Valley.
My brother had to meet up with one of his mates to give him some tools, so we went down there, and then rather than going back up the coast and cut straight across, which would have been like the sensible run, we've gone sort of
the scenic route.
Yeah, more or less the scenic route up through the guts, and
we've seen some really cool stuff. Cool stuff coming up this way.
I've never driven this track before, so there's actually so many. It's like half a dozen lakes we drove past, you know, other than the well-known Lake Mackenzie and that sort of stuff, and it's a beautiful drive, and just the way that it changes from like rainforest to gum trees to like now it's all bottle brush and
sand and beach, and anyway, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I can tell you one thing, I'm keen for a swim, because it is 30 degrees and we've kind of been in the car for the better most of the day, so as soon as we get to that west coast, I am jumping in that water. to the west side of Fraser Island. It was a little bit of a drive because we did kind of take the scenic route, as you do, but we made it. The crew's just finished setting up camp. We've all gone for a bit of a swim. The boys are going to put their fishing lines in the water to hopefully catch something for dinner. But regardless of whether they do catch a fish or not, Tom and I are going to be doing a special cook-up for you guys tonight. So I can't wait to show you that. But yeah, plan is just to relax for the rest of the afternoon, watch the sun go down over the west coast, and just chill out. After watching that beautiful sunset and considering that the boys are unable to catch us any fish, Tom is going to be doing a cook up for us tonight. But it's not really a catch and cook, it's a grow and cook. You'll understand what I mean in a second.
So as Liv said, our fishing skills have let us down once again. So the old boy has bought some of our black-faced Suffolks from the farm. We've got a couple of loin chops here, so we're going to bang them on, make up some veggies and make a feast for the crew.
So fresh from the farm at Kerwin,
oh yeah,
lamb chops.
This was singing Baba Black Sheep last week.
That fresh?
Yeah, that fresh. So. We didn't grow our own sweet potatoes, but still be alright. Just gonna cut this up nice and thin for some chips, like crisps. And I'll do them in the pan. We've got a heap of other veggies in here ready to go. We're just gonna give them a light fry with a little bit of soy sauce, and then just bang some rice in the pan as well. Should be on.
The go with the mo, Johnny?
Well, I just want to get an early start from November.
That's fair enough.
Very important.
It is.
So,
yeah,
really want to get it happening.
Yeah, I think it's definitely happening.
Well, there you go.
It's definitely happening.
You heard it here first in October. Dad's doing Movember. So get around.
Let's get it. Let's get some of this lamb.
Must add a bit of wheat or something. Oh, carrot.
No way, you actually caught a fish. How good's that?
Stripe
I
something.
think that is a grunter. Dad goes, it's a stripy mackerel.
It's not a stripy mackerel.
It's not a jewfish, you wouldn't know. Oh.
There you go, fish are on. Good job,
Holy
boys.
shit. So I can catch fish up. Ken confirmed I am a grunter hunter from way back.
So it's a grunter.
Yeah, it's a grunter. I thought so.
Beautiful. Good little eating fish.
I've only ever caught like, at the Cape I caught like a real small one. But is it good eating fish?
Yes.
I'll tell you tomorrow. After I check, make sure it's legal size.
Yeah, better check that first.
So at 43 and a bit. Oh, that's 45 on the tail right there.
Well guys, dinner was absolutely beautiful, but to top it off, obviously Tom has caught his first fish on Fraser Island. He is absolutely stoked. It is a legal size grunter, so we'll be cooking that up tomorrow for lunch.
See, it's not all lies. I actually do know how to catch fish. Actually, we just went to the co-op and bought this one, so it made it look like we did.
No co-ops on Fraser, mate.
Fraser Island co-op got this one. It's my biggest grunter. Second biggest would have been like 1/9 of that size, so stoked with that. And be eating good tomorrow, Eddie. Not even just farmland.
Alright guys, we'll catch you in the morning. Alrighty, good morning guys. So we had a pretty crazy morning this morning, but it is officially our last day here on Fraser Island. I am really upset about it, I'm not gonna lie. But someone's gotta work, someone's gotta do it, so we gotta head back to the workshop eventually. But yeah, it being our last day, and because we're over on the west coast, There's not like a whole lot of sightseeing you can do over here. It's more just like you can sunbake. The fishing is unreal. The boys are going to be fishing today. Me and the girls are about to go for a float this little freshwater creek behind camp. It is actually full of the little freshwater prawns. What are they called? Marron? Marron, I think they're called, but they're full of marron. So it's a beautiful little creek. We're just going to cruise today, chill out, maybe do a cheese platter a little bit later on, but bloody beautiful. Can't ask for much better than that.
So we're battling the wind a little bit, but I caught a nice fish last night and we actually caught some marron in the creek today, which I've never done before. So we've got them cooking up here and the grunter.
There we go.
He's cooking up in the other pan here, so nearly ready to go. We're going to do a little bit of a family feast and throw it all together. Should be Mickey Mouse.
What a last night on Fraser Island.
Mate, Jono's got another one.
Johnny's just caught another fish.
Fill that straight up and straight in the pan, and another meal for the crew. So, marron, first taste test.
A bit scared. Please. Well, right, here we go. It just tastes like prawns. Garlic prawns, bloody beautiful.
Oh, I see the claws too. Go, crunch.
Crunchy. It's actually pretty good. There, I'll save the fam on some.
Sauce. Very saucy.
barge to leave Fraser Island. But I'm stoked we got to bring the family here. I think everyone had an awesome time and we got to see a lot more sights than what we did last time, so can't ask for much better than that.
No. Yeah, awesome trip. We got very lucky with the weather.
Caught some fish.
Caught a couple of fish, believe it or not. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this. Totally up to you though. And
if you have any questions, drop them in the comments.
Yes, drop them in the comments, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. But yo, let's go.